Have you ever stopped to think about just how fast you're moving right now? I don't mean in your car or on a train. I mean right now, just sitting there. You, me, every single person on this planet. We're all hurtling through the vast, silent emptiness of space at an astonishing 67,000 miles per hour. That's over 30 times faster than a speeding bullet. We are all passengers on a giant, spinning rock we call Earth, our one and only home, our very own Spaceship Earth. Think about that for a moment. We are all immigrants on this cosmic journey. None of us chose to be born here or where we were born. We simply found ourselves on this ship, mid-voyage. There's no getting off. There's no emergency exit. There's no Starship Enterprise waiting in the wings to beam us up if things go wrong. This is it. This beautiful, fragile, blue and green marble is our shared vessel, our collective lifeboat in an infinite, cosmic ocean. We're all in this together, whether we like it or not. So, if we're all crewmates on the same ship, doesn't it seem a little strange that we spend so much time fighting over the seating arrangements? We draw lines on the deck. We argue about who gets the best view from the porthole, who gets the bigger cabin, and who has to stay down in the engine room. We create these elaborate hierarchies and divisions based on where our ancestors happened to sit on the ship a few generations ago. We bicker and we fight, sometimes with devastating consequences, all while the ship itself is starting to show signs of wear and tear. The life support systems are flickering. The air filters are getting clogged. The temperature regulation is becoming unstable. Warning lights are flashing on the main console. But many of us are too busy arguing with our fellow passengers to even notice. It's a bizarre situation when you think about it. Imagine you're on a long sea voyage and you find a leak in the hull. Water is starting to seep in. Would you spend your time arguing with the person in the next cabin about who has more luggage space? Of course not. You'd grab a bucket. You'd work together. You'd alert the captain. You'd wake up your fellow passengers. And you'd all focus on the one thing that truly matters: keeping the ship afloat. Because if the ship goes down, it doesn't matter who had the luxury suite. Everyone goes down with it. That's the situation we're in right now on Spaceship Earth. We are facing monumental challenges that threaten the integrity of our vessel. Climate change is the most obvious leak in our hull. The rising temperatures, the extreme weather events, the melting ice caps. These are not abstract future problems. These are active, present-day threats to our life support systems. The ship's engine room, our global economy, is still burning fuel that pollutes our shared air and destabilizes our climate. Yet we struggle to agree on how to switch to cleaner energy sources. Our planet's incredible biodiversity, the complex web of life that acts as our natural recycling and purification system is unraveling at an alarming rate. We're essentially throwing parts of our own life support system overboard, species, without fully understanding the consequences. We pollute our oceans, the very lungs of our planet, with plastics and chemicals, forgetting that this is the same water system that sustains us all. And amidst all of this, what do? We focus on our differences. We build walls, both literal and metaphorical. We engage in conflicts over land, resources, and ideologies. We create us versus them narratives, forgetting that when you're on a single, isolated spaceship, there is no them. There is only us. Every single person is part of the crew. The concept of nations and borders, while historically significant, seems almost quaint from this cosmic perspective. They are imaginary lines we've drawn on a map, lines that are completely invisible from space. An astronaut looking down at Earth doesn't see America or China or Russia. They see a single, interconnected, living system. They see swirling clouds, vast oceans, and continents without checkpoints. They see one home. So why can't we see it that way, too? Why do we cling so tightly to our divisions when our shared challenges demand unprecedented unity? The truth is, the skills and resources we need to fix our ship are already on board. We have brilliant scientists, engineers, innovators, and thinkers all around the world. We have the capacity for incredible compassion, collaboration, and creativity. We've proven it time and time again. When faced with a common threat, humanity can achieve the impossible. We need a profound shift in perspective. We need to start thinking like a crew, not just passengers. A crew understands that their individual survival is tied to the survival of the ship. A crew knows that cooperation is not just a nice idea, it's a necessity. A crew member doesn't ask, "What's in it for my cabin?" They ask, "What's best for the ship?" This isn't about erasing our cultures, our histories, or our identities. Our diversity is our greatest strength. Every culture on board has a unique perspective, a different set of tools and wisdom to contribute. The solution to a problem in the engine room might come from someone who has spent their life studying the ship's gardens. The key is to see these differences not as sources of conflict, but as a rich pool of resources for our collective survival and prosperity. Imagine what we could accomplish if we dedicated even a fraction of the resources we spend on conflict and division toward our shared goals. What if we invested in a global project to transition to clean energy with the same urgency we apply to military budgets? What if we collaborated internationally to clean our oceans and restore our forests with the same fervor we compete for economic dominance? We could repair our ship. We could upgrade the life support systems. We could ensure that every crew member, no matter where their cabin is located, has clean air, fresh water, and enough food to eat. We could build a future where the ship is not just surviving, but thriving. A future where we can all enjoy the magnificent journey through the cosmos in peace and security. It starts with recognizing our shared identity as Earthlings, as crewmates on this incredible voyage. It starts with teaching our children that the person on the other side of the world is not a stranger, but a fellow traveler. It starts with demanding that our leaders stop arguing over the seating chart and start focusing on patching the hull. The universe is vast and mostly empty. This little ship of ours is an almost impossibly rare and precious oasis of life. We are the guardians of that life. We are the crew. This isn't just a metaphor. It's a fundamental truth of our existence. We are all immigrants on Spaceship Earth, traveling together through the infinite dark. It's time we started acting like it. Let's start working together to make sure this journey is a long, safe, and beautiful one for everyone on board, and for all the generations of crew members yet to come. Thanks for watching. If this idea resonates with you, please consider subscribing and sharing this video. Let's spread the message and start thinking like a crew.